How important do you think that is for a brand to sit down and create a strategy versus, an automated campaign system?
I'm biased, but I mean, I feel like that's the only way we're going to see real scale in
Mm,
the creator economy moving forward without having some sort of redundancy of like this. What would be terrible to have happen in the influencer marketing space moving forward is to have it turn into a an iStock or a like a sort of like a templated content platform that people are just now just hiring random creators to create content, and that's all you really see. There needs to be a lot more like our process. We feel that we've developed over the last 2 years, it could definitely be applied just to straight ed influencer marketing. I think like if they brought us in and they were launching a new makeup line or a new clothing line, we'd probably be pretty successful. But I think that our process in understanding communities, how communities communicate to each other,
mm,
and then what needs to be communicated to the creator or the influencer in order to activate that community. I mean, ultimately they understand how to make the best content, but there's definitely some guidance and some framework that I believe that through our process has allowed us to be more successful than what we would be if we didn't have them.
yeah, absolutely. And I think it's interesting because that is marketing 101, right? Like we can, put the word influencer to the side. And if we just think about marketing, it's really figuring out where our customer is and determining the right strategy to reach them. So,
Yep.
it makes sense that you have to leverage some level of framework to do the same thing in influencer marketing.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I just had a conversation over the weekend with somebody who um, is much more focused in like the programmatic space and is
Mhm.
buying media and display and video. And he was asking me like, well, this influencer marketing stuff, like what's happening there? And I kind of tell them like he's like, well, because he was asking me about micro influencers. Like I heard it's now all micro influencers, and I sort of told them I told them what you kind of just said is that like,
Mm,
if you look at marketing over the last 20 years, take influencer out of it, you would use, this is maybe before streaming happened, but you would use television and radio as sort of your broad reach play or your awareness play, top of funnel play, really get
mm,
as much impressions and as eyeballs as possible so you could really build your top of your funnel. And then you would maybe layer in some other mid and lower funnel tactics that are more focused on driving people all the way through. The same way with influencer marketing, you may hire a Kim Kardashian because you're going to get the most reach and the most eyeballs on the top funnel, but then you
mm.
might pull in different types of influencers and different types of communities to pull people through the middle and the bottom funnel. So that's the way I'm starting to look at influencer marketing in the future, is really layering in different communities and different sizes of communities to really go through. To your point, it's
Mhm.
marketing 101, looking at your funnel and driving people through it.
Yeah, I think, you're spot on. I often see this even when we, get briefs around influencer marketing. It's kind of this afterthought. It's this small budget that's kind of tacked on to an overall campaign. And I
Yeah.
think, wow, it's really not considered or integrated. And I love that you actually said, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll pick a stage of the funnel. So they'll go, oh, we're just doing this for brand awareness. But I actually love that you said, no, well, we can actually identify each stage of the marketing funnel or the purchase decision and align different influencer groups or different communities to each stage depending on the outcome that we want. That's cool. I've
Yeah.
never heard anybody actually say that. That's super cool.
I might have just spilled some of our secret sauce, but that's like literally that's how we look at how we drive results for social impact. Is you have like
Mm,
literally like celebrity level influencers who are deeply passionate about the planet or animals or family matters, adoption, whatever the case
yeah.
may be. You'll want to use them as your top of funnel awareness people. Now they may
Yeah.
drive donations and registrations and the things that you like to see in terms of like the bottom funnel, but really they're your mouthpiece. And then as you go down, you can work with more niche communities who are much more engaged around the
Mm.
particular issue, or more know the mechanics of it and can articulate why things happen or how things happen within a particular cause to drive people through the funnel. So yeah, that's how we look at really driving results for organizations around
That's
social impact.